Hey guys, keyword research is fundamental to SEO. Understanding what people are searching for, what phrases they're using, those are all going to help you build content that is going to attract people. So, if you're optimizing for keywords that get very little searches, you're not going to get a lot of traffic. So understanding the traffic, understanding the competitiveness of keywords is going to help your business. So there's a lot of tools in the market that can do keyword research. And so if we take a look, for instance, at SEMRush or SEMRush, however you want to pronounce it, if we were doing research for, say, this site, Soothe Snuggles, they sell weighted plush animals that are very cute. If we were to do keyword research for this, we might use a tool like SEMRush that will look at the data around these keywords. So you can see weighted stuffed animal was the keyword that we entered, or weighted plush animal. And the stuffed animal version is getting much higher search volume than the keyword that we entered. So that's right there, important information to know. So this will tell you the estimated volume, monthly volume of searches, as well as the keyword difficulty and whatnot. So this is really good information. You can do a lot of different breakdowns of the types of keywords that you are using and that type of stuff. The problem with products like SEMrush is you can see it's not free. So it'll give you a limited amount of data, and the cost can be prohibitive. So if you are a small business or if you are a small agency, $130 a month is a lot to pay. AHREFs is similar pricing plans. It can give you 5 projects with 6 months of history. And again, you can quickly start to add up those fees for these tools. And the other issue that I have with some of these tools is that these are estimates. So they're directional. They're using their proprietary data sources and that type of thing to calculate the number of searches that are being done on a monthly basis. So we have seen, for instance, in other data sources that we'll be looking at shortly, that this data is sometimes inaccurate. So it is good for directional understanding of keywords. So, does this really get a lot of searches compared to something that doesn't? Don't get too caught up on the exact numbers, but it will give you some good information. So if these tools are expensive, you don't want to pay $130 a month, what are you going to do for keyword research? And the key is to go to the company that has all of the data for keywords, and that's Google. So one of the things you can do is sign up for a Google Ads account and use their keyword tools. That you do not have to pay for the ads account. So you can sign up for free. You will have to enter a credit card, but you do not have to run a campaign right away. Now, eventually, if you're not running campaigns, if you're not doing anything, they will turn off the account. But if you're doing any kind of Google Ads campaigns or anything like that, you can use these tools for your research. So in Google Ads, you can see this is an account that is not currently running any ads. By the way, this is the new layout. If you've been in Google Ads previously, this is a slightly different look and feel. So historically, the tools would have been up here. You could have found them up here. But now with this new layout, which rolled out kind of slowly, so some people had it for a while, others didn't. So if this is new to you, this is a different layout than they've had before. But you just go to the tools over here, and you can go to Discover New Keywords. And much like we did with SEMrush, we put in a keyword for weighted plush animal, but weighted stuffed animal is a lot better. So let's look at what Google says for that. So we're going to put in weighted stuffed animal. And you can add multiple keywords. This is going to help Google understand what it is you're looking for, the subject matter. You can also add a site, which will help filter this out. We can just use just a website. We'll look at that in a second and see so you can see that. All right, we're going to look at the results here. So Google is going to give you a breakdown of keywords that it thinks are related to the search that you put in. So you can broaden the search, so you can add like plush animal and add that. You can also refine the keywords. So if there's certain things that you know that you want to add or don't want to add, so it could be certain colors that you may not want to look at, or certain brand names so that you don't want to look at, like Amazon or Build-A-Bear or that type of stuff. We're going to deselect that because I'm not interested in the keywords for those. The other thing to keep in mind here is that this is for the United States. So you can expand this if you have a market in Europe or somewhere else, Latin America or Asia, then you can expand that to understand worldwide search terms. But in this case, we're just looking at the United States. And then you can adjust your date frame. So you could do last 24 months, 12 months. I usually just do the last 12 months. And so you can see here that they've come up with a number of keywords. Some are obviously not necessarily related. So big teddy bear, that could be related on their site. They do have oversized animals. Weighted dinosaur, so that would be a good one for them. And it'll show you the average monthly searches and then competition. Now, one of the things to keep in mind, the competition here is a little bit different than what you saw over here, where they have the keyword difficulty. That's essentially how difficult it would be to rank for this keyword. The competition in this case is paid search. So this is a highly competitive keyword in paid search. It's going to cost you a little bit more to bid on this if you were bidding on it in an ad campaign. So it kind of is related to a keyword difficulty in that that there's people bidding on it, but it's not exactly the same. So just keep that in mind. So this will give you a lot of great ideas, and we'll show you the volume. Now you can sort this so that you can say, hey, let's look at the average monthly searches, the big ones. Teddy bear stores, huge. Stuffed animals, obviously some of these are a little too broad and you wouldn't necessarily want to look at them, but it will give you these keyword ideas. So you can go through, select this, and then export it. And so that is just right here. You can do a quick export of this, save it directly to Google Sheets or to a CSV, and then from there you can go through and really look at those traffic volumes and see what kind of content clusterings make sense for you and whether those are getting searches and whether they're too difficult. Now, the other way that you can do this is just looking at a website. And so one of the things that we'll do is not only look at the website just for Google to understand, like, hey, these are the keywords that it thinks are on this website. That'll help you build it out if you're not that familiar with the business or what keywords they might rank for. We're going to use the entire site. You could just do a single page and get results from this. And you can see they've actually then now indexed the site and looked at it and said, hey, these are the keywords we think are relevant to this site. In this case, it looks like some of these are actually probably better for this site than the previous ones that were just based off of the keyword recommendations. This is actually looking at the content on the site. And so you can see weighted anxiety stuffed animal. It's not necessarily getting a huge amount of searches. It's not bad, but weighted stuffed animals, much higher volume. So this will give you an idea of some of the keywords that you may want to try to use in your copy, that you may want to write blogs about, and that kind of stuff. You can add negative keywords. You can organize the keywords, so you can get much more granular with this if you want to. And again, the nice thing is it's free, and the data is going to be more accurate because this is Google data. They see what people are searching. They're not estimating this. It is an average monthly, but it is not using some algorithm or formula to try to guess what people are using. It is actually based on search data. So these numbers are probably going to be more accurate than you're going to get with some of those paid tools. You are not going to get the competitive research though. You can go in and actually do this so we use the website here, Sooth Snuggles. You could put in a competitive website and to see what Google thinks their keywords are, right? That's not going to tell you how they're ranking for those keywords, but it will tell you the keywords that Google's seeing on their site and the volumes of searches that could be related to that type of content. That is one area where something like SEMRush or AHREFs is going to be better, because you can actually put in a competitive site in here and actually see how it's ranking, look at what their traffic trends are, and that kind of stuff, with a huge caveat that those are estimates. So all of the data in SEMRush and AHREFs is going to be an estimate. So we've done a lot of comparisons with their data of existing clients that we know their data. We know how much traffic they're getting from certain keywords. We know how much traffic they're getting from organic search, and it does not match, sometimes even closely, what is in these tools. Again, you have to just kind of view them as directional. But you can get some good competitive research in here. You are not necessarily going to get that in Google. So the ability to come in here and then, massage this and refine it is a great way to do it for free. You can get a whole bunch of keyword research and topic ideas, understand the traffic volumes, and it's super easy, super free. So one note too is if you are seeing a range in here, it could be because your account is not running any ads. So we're using our master account that has a number of client accounts in it that are spending money, and that's why we're saying an average. So if you just see a range, sometimes that range is going to be kind of broad. That's because you're not spending any money in the ad account. But you could turn on ads for $1 or something like that, and get that if that is something that you really want, and it's still going to be significantly cheaper than the $130 a month for SEMRush or one of those tools. So I hope this was useful. We use this all the time with our clients. It's an easy tool because we're already in here building ad accounts for many of our clients anyway, and it is free, so we don't have to pay to do it. It's more accurate data around search trends and search behavior, and how many people are searching for certain keywords and content groupings and that kind of thing. And so if you can save some money doing this, I highly recommend that you do it, and it's going to be more accurate. So what are you using for keyword research? We'd love to hear about it in the comments. We're also going to do a video about some other free or inexpensive tools that you can use as well, that are things like Chrome plugins and some sites and stuff that are free, that you also don't have to spend $130 for a month to get some of the keyword research that you need. So keep an eye out for that. If you need help with your paid search programs or organic search programs, feel free to contact us. We have our contact information in the comments in the description below, and you can set up a free 30-minute call with me to talk about how we can help you with whatever your needs are. So whether that's advertising, whether it's analytics, you can talk to us about it. Stop by again. We're going to be doing more videos like this. And as always, let me know if you have questions. We answer all comments, hopefully quickly, as much as we can. So have a great day, guys. Thanks.